Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with great recent recordings of the classics. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the Ravel piano concertos, because this year, which is 2025, is the 150th anniversary of Ravel's something or other, right? Isn't it? You know, it's his sesquicentennial or whatever you call that thing. And we recently just talked about an absolutely marvelous set of the complete works for piano, including the concertos in a box by Francois-Xavier Poisat, which was really first class. So that just came out like this year. So there's a lot of very recent good Ravel. And there's also, as I pointed out a little bit before, going to be a lot of really crappy Ravel coming. And we've heard some of that too in these recent reviews. And I expect a lot more to come. Reissues, new things, heaven knows what. We still have to wait for Yuja Wang or one of those people who's doing them. She's doing Shostakovich, pardon me. We already saw the Ravel with what's his name, Cho, and that was like, you know. So the bottom line is there is still great Ravel out there, great Ravel to come. But in case you missed it, I think it's salutary to mention this recording, which was released in 2010. It's really quite splendid. I know it was before I started this channel, but it's Jean-Efflam Bavouzet, who did an absolutely marvelous complete Ravel piano music cycle for MD&G, and who's releasing a second one on Chandos, which we shall have in hand shortly, I assume, and we'll be able to talk about that too. But before he did that, I mean, Bavouzet is a wonderful pianist. He did terrific Debussy. He did really the reference recording of Haydn piano sonatas, which is recent. Maybe I should actually talk about that. Well, that's an idea, isn't it? Well, let's hang in there. But he also made some stupendous concerto recordings, including these. The two Ravel piano concertos with the Debussy piano Fantasie, which is unaccountably not played, simply I think because it isn't called a concerto, but it's a big three-movement thing for piano and orchestra that's absolutely lovely. It's very early Debussy. It doesn't sound like later Debussy. It sounds more like Massenet and those people. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do you? So this is here. And then there are some pieces by Massenet. Two impromptus, the Toccata, two pieces for piano, and the Valse Folle, the Crazy Waltz. Really, really lovely stuff. An interesting, beautifully rounded CD, which has a sticker here. It won a gramophone award or something, or BBC Music, which was BBC Music Magazine in 2012. But the difference is that I'm recommending it because it's great. This won an award because it was on Chandos and it was British. So, you know, there are different reasons for these things. Anyway, it deserves all the recognition it got. It really did. Now, what makes these performances special? Let's start, first of all, well, the Debussy is simply a beautiful performance, propulsive, fluid, interesting, where you might think that the melodies aren't terribly interesting in some spots. I mean, I don't think that, but some people have said that. I don't know why they have. But Bavouzet really inflects the piano part in a way that makes you listen to it and enjoy the interchange between the piano and the orchestra. It's just delicious. So that's that. The left-hand concerto by Ravel. Well, this is a very swiftly flowing performance. It's ably abetted by the BBC Symphony under Pascal Tortelier, who certainly knows his Ravel because he did a very good Ravel cycle himself for Chandos with the Ulster Orchestra. But the left-hand concerto is 17 minutes and 40 seconds. Usually it's over 18. Somewhere between 18 and 19, somewhere in there. Now, those few seconds you wouldn't think matter very much, and it's not a big deal, but you hear, and it's critical in this music, that it always surge forward, that it move. And here it does, that opening introduction with a gnarly contrabassoon and the original opening with the piano. So often when the piano comes in, you've got this big orchestral build-up, right? Ya-da-da-da, ya-da-da-da, do-do-do-do. When the piano comes in, bong, ka-chung, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, and it's a cadenza, that's true. So you can play around a little bit, but once the melody gets going, da dum ba 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 da dum da 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 da, you know, if you keep it moving, the sense of virtuosity in the music and the illusion of two hands operating is all the more palpable. And that's what Bavouzet does. He doesn't spare himself because it's like really, really tricky and really, really hard. And he doesn't pretend to moon about and do faux expressive bits in the slow bits because he's actually having trouble negotiating the notes. I mean, it's really, really first class for the left-hand concerto and exciting as hell. I mean, that central march episode is so sinister. It's great. Okay, the G major. Another concerto where some of the same issues apply. You know, when the piano comes in, it's horrible in so many performances, so many recent performances. You know, Ravel wrote the entire first movement in two basic tempos. You know, allegramente, or however it begins, and meno vivo, a little less quick. That, you know, there's some other variations, you know, as we go, but basically that's it. A little less fast. So when the piano comes in, you're not supposed to stop dead in your tracks. You got to keep playing, and they do. And in that glorious slow movement, that fabulous adagio, where it just has to flow effortlessly, has to float as though in a dream, and you can't ever get the sense that the music is too heavy or too slow, or, you know, it's just a wonderful performance. They're all terrific. It's a great, 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 great disc. And so if you're looking for wonderful Ravel and evidence that the 21st century is still going to be a time of idiomatic, fresh, exciting Ravel performances, and hopefully there will be much more evidence of that in the year to come, start here. You'll be very, very happy that you did. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.